Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we will be talking about the unknown race targets. This is something that I have not noticed in Star Citizen before because I was kind of in a hiatus during the last event because the frames were not so bad. There was some server instability as well, so I didn't want to be spending too much time playing and get frustrated. But now I am back. The servers are working quite beautifully. I haven't noticed much issues here. I've been able to play for several hours straight with no problems. So I decided to do some bounty hunting missions here to try to grind the reputation system a little bit, and I came upon those missions and I wanted to figure out what those were. So that's what we'll be talking about in this video. But before we do that, guys, let's talk about this month's exceptional giveaway, as I'm giving away a Nova tank to the people who support me by subscribing to this channel and subscribing to my new channel, which is called the Eradicators. Talk about anything non-Star Citizen related over there. If you subscribe to both these channels and answer the giveaway related question I'll be asking throughout the video, you get a chance to win this beautiful Nova tank. Also, this month on Patreon and via the Join Button membership, I'm giving away a Scorpius with lifetime insurance. All you have to do is to join the Discord channel if you're a member. Over there, you should have access to my Discord channel and sign up there. Good luck to everyone. Now, let's talk about those missions because they're very interesting. They do come up eventually if you grind the reputation system here via the bounty hunting missions, and they come up here. Usually you have the low risk target, very low risk target, medium risk target, and unknown risk target with that question mark. I was very intrigued. I wanted to go there and I kind of didn't know where they were, so I was looking at the map to try to figure out where they were. It was heading towards a planet, and it took me some time to realize that it was actually a planet side mission. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, they are actually caves missions, and I haven't done any of the caves mission for quite some time. I did a cave mission back in the PTU, in 3.13 PTU, when these were introduced. I was not convinced by the cave missions because they kind of gave me nausea and I didn't know where to go, and I kind of get claustrophobic inside of those caves. So I was wondering if this was maybe if maybe CIG did improve those cave missions, and this could be an opportunity to get a little update on those cave missions. And one of the things that I did notice getting to the cave is that now, instead of telling me to just go to the cave and find my target, there is a marker that tells me where the target is, and that is already, in my opinion, a big plus because it takes away the angst of getting lost in that caves and all of the drawbacks that also come with it. Part of the reason why I do get nausea in those caves is because I get lost, I tend to panic, I don't feel so good. Plus, at the same time, the gravity is also quite low in those caves because these caves are located on the moon for most of them. So that's why I was not feeling very comfortable. But now, knowing that I have an indicator that tells me where my target is, I am more focused. I focus on my destination, on my path inside the caves, and I can gladly report that the feeling of nausea, for some reason, maybe it is that change that created that trigger, that improved, but the feeling of nausea was not particularly present in the cave mission, so that is already a big plus. Now, the next thing that I noticed in those caves missions is that there appear to be more NPCs, which is also a good thing. I remember the cave mission I did on Daymar, which was a mission that paid for 30,000 credits. There were just a couple of NPCs. There were like 4 NPCs in one room of the cave, and then you had to go really deep, far into the cave to find another 3 NPCs, and that was the end of the mission, and it was basically it. In this mission here, the target is really being surrounded by a larger amount of NPCs, which makes the mission more exciting, but at the same time, obviously, it is making the mission more difficult. Now, one thing that I noticed is that the NPCs are mobile. They do seem to be indeed moving around, which is also an improvement. Maybe the servers were a little bit better because every time I tried to do those ground cave missions in the past, the NPCs were very static and doing nothing. In this case, they are moving around, so that's great, but they're still not shooting. So that's where perhaps CIG should be improving the servers or the NPCs so that it could be perhaps a little bit more responsive. Overall, I thought that it was very easy to just shoot them. The other thing that I found quite awesome is that the NPCs are sometimes hard to find because caves are in the dark, right? And the NPCs are also in the dark. Now you can tell where the NPCs are because they do have those lights that move around. But if you're not careful, it's very easy to just run into one of those NPCs, and in the future, when the NPCs will be more responsive, they will be very little and they will kill you in an instant. The last thing that I also liked with this mission is that it's not easy to get to your target. Sometimes you still have a little bit of platforming. You have to jump from one place to another, a little bit similar to how you have to exit the prison on Aberdeen. And this also involves a little bit of skills. I also like the fact that you can always get back to the platform in case you miss the jump, because yes, of course you are going to miss the jumps. It does happen, but even if you miss the jump, it's not the end of the mission, and they give you a second chance. And I thought that this was also quite thoughtful from the devs. In the end, I thought that it was an interesting mission indeed, a little bit of diversity for the bounty hunting missions. These do not always need to be in space. I hope that in the future we'll have those missions at outposts as well and other locations on the ground and not just caves, because, well, of course, not everybody likes caves, and I'm also still not a big fan of caves. Eventually, I found my way, there you can see I found my way to my bounty. Unfortunately, I also noticed that he was alone. I wished that he could have been also surrounded by some elite NPCs and a close guard. It was quite easy to kill him in the end. Just look, basically that's pretty much it. That's how lonely he was. And I also would say that it's a bit unfortunate that the way back up to the top of the cave, back to the ship, is also quite difficult as well. I just wish that maybe doing those missions would pay out a little bit more, because in the end we spend a lot of time going down there to the cave, and then from the entrance of the cave back to the middle here where that NPC is located. It is not very rewarding for the time that you are investing. But there we have it, guys, the unknown race targets. We all know everything about them, but let me know in the comment section down below, do you think that this is an improvement from the regular caves missions that we had, the regular FPS cave mission that we had before, or do you think that they're pretty much the same? I would like to know what you guys think in the comment down below. That is for the giveaway. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more content on the channel. Have a great day. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.